Good weekend. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for Sunday evening, January 25th, 2026. Let's say we're getting on towards 5:55 p.m. Central Time. Well, it's a weekend that you have to absorb a lot of information. We're going to, in the morning, get the durable goods orders for November. Now remember, this is a delayed report because of the shutdown. They're looking for it up 4.5% versus the prior months down 2.2. But I want to stop there for a minute with you. What do you think the odds are of us getting a deal done for a budget by the end of this month? I'm giving it near zero. Not zero, but close. I'll always leave something there. I think that what just happened with the killing of another person by ICE in questionable videos at best leaves a lot to be wondered about. And the Democrats are rallying around it, and now they're saying no deal on the budget. I think they were ready to deal on it from everything I'm reading. I wonder if any of the Republicans are going to cross over on this. So what we're hearing from the Democrats, they will go along with a deal that doesn't give money to ICE. Uh-oh, what does that do? That'll be a line in the sand for President Trump, no question about it. Do we go into another government shutdown? I think you have to brace for it. I think this is a pretty important situation. We also have to worry, is this the week we're going to finally hear from the Supreme Court on the tariffs? You know, given all that's going on, probably a good time to do it. Naval Armada. The U.S. Naval Armada is now at or approaching Iran, the waters where they want to be. Airlines, and I'm talking many, not just U.S., are canceling flights to Dubai, obviously Iran, parts of the Middle East. You'll probably see Israel be knocked out from travel. And the reason is they want the skies to be clear. They don't trust that they can get caught into something. They don't need that problem. They see what's going on. Over the weekend, we heard reports that the Ayatollah is taken to an underground bunker and his son is going to run the country. I don't know if that's true or not. We've heard that Iran says that when we attack, they're going to launch the attack attacks. They said that also on the last time we visited them, and Israel did, and it didn't go so well. This time, it's a little different. They don't have to go back. They might even go to finish the sites that they went after. We don't know what's going to go on. What I can tell you is I don't know what's the right number of deaths. I don't think any of us in the West do. We hear from our groups, 5,000. We hear from doctors that use Starlink and they get there and you take the numbers and you extrapolate, could be 20,000 people killed. At what point do the people have enough where they can rise again? Because there are mass killings. The soldiers in the reports we read say that they're just shooting randomly and killing people. There's a lot of propaganda. I've been around. I got gray hair. I don't know what reality is. I'm assuming the worst. And that, by the way, what do you do with oil in the Strait of Hormuz? While Iran can't beat us in certain ways, there's no question about that, can they cause havoc in the Strait of Hormuz? So got to think that through. With another ICE killing, as I said, in Minneapolis, you're not going to get a budget through at this point. I just don't see it. So I'm expecting all of a sudden another government shutdown. I hope I'm wrong. There's a massive winter storm, and it's not heading, it's here. And I live in the snow belt in northwest Indiana, so we get that lake effect snow, and we probably got 8 inches to a foot. Chicago's got probably 3 inches, 4 inches, but the cold has made it unbearable. I mean, you know, you saw over the weekend, what were we, 25, 30 below zero in many areas with the wind chills. And Trump again threatens Canada. This time he goes after him with 100% tariffs on as much as he can. Remember, there are trade deals. You can't just do everything. But why? I mean, because they made a deal to bring in cars and they want to be able to export their canola there? Come on. We're trying to get NVIDIA chips over. I mean, there's reality and there's non-reality. And I don't have to agree with our president on everything. I didn't agree with Biden on everything. So, you know, I like to think of myself as an independent thinker. But is it a taco trade? As a trader, that's what I think it's going to turn out to be. I think it's a threat. I think it's a way to get negotiations going again. We will see. But remember, the USMCA is important to everybody. We'll see how that's going to work out. All right. So are we down? Yes. Are we crashing in the markets? No. Did I think we would be down? Yes. What's taken off is gold. You're at $5,037. So if you have jewelry, you have a problem. You got to decide, do you insure it for more? Silver's already sold off $1.50 plus from its high. It got to 106.64. You're up about 3 cents in the copper market, up nearly $30 in the platinum market. The dollar sank. It went down 33 points. Most currencies are up against it. On the energy market, natural gas is getting a wild bid, approaching $4. Is it overdone? For sure, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean it can't go higher. I don't try to catch falling knives. Right now, this market's on a tear. When's the last time we saw this much weather like this that we're getting in America, where 200 million people are affected in a big adverse way, and the weather's not due to break for another week? This is rough. So I don't want to be the first guy on the block. Bitcoin not doing well at all. Bonds and notes getting a slight bid, and that's about all that you can say. So when you look at the gold market, what more can you talk about? This is a market that started the year off right over here. That was 2025. 2026, right here. And look, it's vertical. It's only January. We're not out of the first month. It's just exploding to the upside. What is it up for the month? For the month, this is the weekly. Let me see. I don't have the month there. Oh, yes, I do. Here it is. You're up $700 for the month so far. Got it? Up 16%. A dramatic move. The silver market isn't like that. For the week, it is up right here, up, what is that? 1.26%. So let's go to the gold, the weekly chart. And as you can see, you're opened up for the week. You're up 1.25% right now, new all-time highs. The swing line is up. You're over the 18-week average, all the key averages. And what's going to hold the market, I think, will be the upper Bollinger Band. So you got to keep watching it. Now, this chart isn't updated. It will shortly. And here we go with one that has. Here's the slow stochastic, and you see that you're over that number. And we have to wait for that to see if it's going to pull back. You can stay 3 to 5 days, 3 to 5 weeks over a Bollinger Band. So you have your first week was last week. You're up again. Okay, you're still embedded. On pullbacks, I still look for a lot of support. There's nothing here to break the market. You can see the gold-silver ratio. You're down to 48. That's the first time I'm able to say that. All right, we haven't been like that. Could be going back to the 32, 35 area, and I've given you those numbers for a while. Look at silver on a weekly basis. You opened up and you're up 3.76% already. Copper market is up on the week now, about 1%. So everything's getting a bid. People are dumping what? The dollar. They're buying the metals. Look at how platinum has just soared. 18% as of last week. Again, this didn't update for this week. I wish I could tell you why they don't. I don't own the service. It's how they do it. It'll update in a little bit here. And in the dollar index, this is updated. And you could see you're still up compared to the close last week, but you're approaching the lower band. I kept telling you and others that I think the dollar's made another top, and I think it's ready to come down, and we'll see if I'm right. You're going to make new lows on the market. If I'm wrong, it'll hold the Bollinger Band and bounce hard from there. I think it's going to go through it, but we'll see if it does that. I'll be talking about this and a lot more in my subscriber services as we're getting more aggressive in the markets now, trying to push trades through, see what can go on. To see what we do with that, all you really have to do is go to our website by moving your cursor up to the top here, or move over here, give it a click when you see me on YouTube. And it's iraepstein.com. Go to the research area, and that's where you can visit me. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. Watch the other videos, and I'll catch up with you first thing in the morning. Take care.